in Phillips Square, which is City Hall. And as you can see, there's a bunch of activity going on here. There's an event happening right now. It's the International Students Festival. So a lot of these people you see behind us are actually international students, and they just got to Toronto off the airplane right here, and they're at this exciting event. So we're here too, and we're going to be interviewing some of these people, and there's also some colleges and universities here, and we're also going to introduce you too, so you can get an idea of what kind of schools are in Toronto and in Canada, and what programs you can come here to study with.
Okay, as for me, I was an international student myself like a long time ago, so I'm trying to interview people from the perspective of international students so that we can bring great information so that you can take away and you can use it, you can digest it, and you can apply it. So, this is going to be really, really exciting event, and I want you guys to have your book up and enjoy it, okay?
Alright, well let's go see who we can talk to and what we can find. See you soon.
Okay, see you soon, bye. Very special guest. He's from George Brown College, and he is a great person. I actually had a conversation with him a few months ago. It was really great talk. So today, I want to let him to talk about himself. And hey, John. So can you please?
Hello, Luke.
Hi. Can you please tell our viewers about yourself briefly?
Yes, hello. My name is John Porter, and I'm the Director of International Admissions and Student Services at George Brown College. And today we're here at Phillips Square in the city of Toronto, where it's extremely windy and a little bit cold. But we're having our first International Student Festival with the other colleges and universities in Ontario to welcome all the international students to our great city.
Okay. Alright, John, I want to ask you this question. Can you tell us about the great things about Toronto first? Because, you know, George Brown College is located at the center of Toronto, right? So please tell me about great things about us, you know, like living in Toronto first.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've lived in Toronto for the last 10 or 15 years. I'm from another province in Canada, but
okay.
I guess it's a really exciting city. It's very, very multicultural, so it has a lot of interest for people from many different countries, many different ethnic neighborhoods that are really interesting. A lot of great food, exciting in the nighttime, the daytime. Great cultural events and institutions like the Art Gallery of Ontario and the ROM, etc.
Okay.
And great universities and colleges as well. So it's just a really exciting city for young people and for international students, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
So what is great about what you're doing? You know, your job, your career. You know, you're dealing with a lot of international students from all over the world, right?
Yeah.
So what's great about that?
Well, there's a lot of great things about it. I mean, at George Brown College, you know, we have about 2,000 international students. We have students who are studying language for English language, and we have students who are studying diplomas and postgraduate and degree programs. And I would say actually the most interesting and exciting thing for me in my job is talking to students. So you were just saying that we had a conversation a few months ago, and that was really interesting for me to talk to you. So that to me on a daily basis, I mean there's a lot of administrative and you know other types of duties, but the most interesting and exciting thing is talking to international students and learning about them.
Okay. So as an international student myself, I mean, like I went to the States when I was 24 years old, right? Not knowing English that much, right? A lot of lots of Asian people, especially from South Korea and China and Japan and those countries, they tend to be pretty intimidated by interacting with Canadian people, right? And you may have noticed that a little bit, right? So to these people who are not so confident enough to interact with Canadian people, do you have any tips that you can share with our viewers?
Well, I think one of the most important things that we do in the International Center for international students coming in from any countries, but I think your point about students coming from Asia is a really good point.
Yeah.
But I think you know we try to have really creative orientation programs and a program that we call Smart Start. So students are able to learn all about the college and Toronto very early and meet other international students and Canadian students. I think one of the main things that I try to tell all international students is to not be so hard on yourself, especially in the first 2 or 3 months, because it's a really, it can be a very intimidating and scary thing moving to a new country, especially to study a new academic program, and you're leaving behind all your family and your friends and even your food and the things that you're very used to in your own culture. But the important thing is to be patient with yourself and accepting of some of the things that you don't understand at the beginning or the ambiguities, and just, you know, sort of just take it easy at the beginning and slowly ease into your new life, you know. So that's important.
Oh, that's really great tip. Since you're representing George Brown College, would you please tell us about what's really different from other colleges, right? I don't want you to actually bash other colleges.
No.
At least you know what? Something that is different from other colleges, so that viewers can have a rational decision based on the facts.
Yeah, I think. Well, that's a good point about the other colleges, because there's great colleges in Ontario and in Canada and great universities. So we all belong to a public system of education in Canada. So there's a really strong quality amongst all the colleges and universities. George Brown, obviously, you know, our location at the very, very heart of Toronto. You know, we have four main campuses in downtown Toronto, with a new campus now on the waterfront. And we have some very unique programs. You know, obviously, one of our most famous programs is our hospitality and culinary program. But also our health sciences programs, our early childhood education programs. Those are also really, really well-known programs. We offer also probably, more than most colleges, a lot of postgraduate programs. So for students who already finished a diploma or finished a degree, they have the opportunity to do a one-year program for a professional program, postgraduate. So, that's one of the main things, and it's such a multicultural college because it's students from all over the world, you know, who live in Canada, but also who come as international students too.
I just want to point out that when I actually went to George Brown College, what I was really surprised was that there were a lot of people in their 30s, 40s, even 50s, which was very unheard of from my perspective. The guy coming from South Korea, because university and colleges in South Korea, it's like young people, like 19, 20, 21, you know, like all these people like 27 or something. So that's really amazing, like diversity, not only in terms of where they come from, but also age diversity, which was so surprising. So my last question before I let you go, you know, it's really cold, right? You may have to move around a little bit, right? You're like standing up here. And to our viewers, right? And our viewers, they're Koreans and most likely Koreans, but there's going to be a lot of people from all over the world. They're watching our shows, right? So can you tell our viewers, by looking at the camera, then to say some kind of good things that you want to share with our viewers? Something that pops up to your brain that you want to share.
Well, I guess I would say to viewers in Korea, I've had the good fortune of being in Korea 2 times myself, and I love Korea. I just think the most important thing, if you're thinking about coming to Canada, is that we are an extremely welcoming country and an extremely welcoming city and college. So we love to have people from all over the world, and we look forward to welcoming you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. It was really great, inspirational talk, and then I had a really great time to talk with you.
You too.
And then I want to stay connected with you.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely,
so
Luke.
it was really nice meeting you, and then
pleasure to see
have
you
a great
again.
time.
Yes,
okay?
thank you very
All right.
much.
And then
keep warm.
Yeah, today we had an interview with Ann John from George Brown College, and I hope to talk to him pretty soon. Okay, I will follow with you guys, and thank you for watching TalkToCanadians.com.